segue
Balls.
to. So,
About that Clips channel.
so about that.
Not like 0.2 seconds into the recording.
Yes, it was, man.
Nice.
Oh my god. You know what, Tony? You know what? That works. I will take that as an intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Nite Lounge. Today we have another reoccurring guest, except this time in his full webcam glory. Ben, hello.
You can truly see how much he looks like Gollum.
Last time you were on our
cave.
Yeah. Last time you were here, we still were not on video podcast yet, so no one has actually seen you yet. So welcome to the world. Also, fun fact: to date, Ben, and we'll have to rectify this today. Your episode is to date our shortest recording for a standard episode.
Short recording for a short man.
I mean,
that's
short, not true.
You are
Ben
6 foot even. You are below all of us. You are the short one here.
You know what? That's actually true.
Sure.
That's actually true. But yeah, only by an inch, but still we can make fun of it.
The council decides your fate.
Okay, I am not kidding. I have mentioned this before, Ben. Walking next to these two guys makes me feel short. And I was always like the semi...
of these guys.
Yeah, and I was like a semi-tall person, so I was like, what is happening?
I'm just going to say this right now. Y'all are going to feel bad at Universal. That's all I'm saying.
Why is that?
Northern Elsa in particular.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Look,
funny.
if we even go near
God.
the Despicable Me area.
So many jokes
I
will
will
fly.
get my shins kicked out, but I don't care.
Matt is already on the floor within 2 minutes of the episode. This is going to be a banger, boys.
Yeah, Tony, when we're at Universal, I'm just letting you know, you're going to tread a thin line.
Oh, I know, Matt. You're already very protective, and it's great. But
it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I'm going to say so much shit, and I'm going to regret none of it.
Oh, 100%. Right. Well, we will see. You will definitely... I mentioned it in the past, but we actually might, maybe... record a little bit while we're there just to make haha funny. I swear we're not a vlog channel. There, Matt's got a GoPro. I've got a camera somewhere. It's in a bag.
That SD card.
Not that I would bring a whole camera though. No offense. I don't want to look like a complete tourist in my own state.
I go in at 11 a.m. Let's go. I got my work schedule for tomorrow.
Yo, I also have a funny story. I'm turning in my 2 weeks notice tomorrow for my work. Because, I mean, moving soon.
Because you're leaving,
yeah, moving soon. And it's just in time for me to go be the third wheel to Ben and Lauren for 4 days. So.
Nice.
Because apparently no one else can make that weekend. I'm just nice.
Tony is going to be my only company for 6 hours driving out to Phoenix and then 6 hours back with me and Lauren.
I'm so sorry.
So that'll be great.
Tony, you just become the DJ. You just play all the music that makes them laugh.
Are you sure we're going to let Tony play when I know the first song he's going to play is Two Trucks Having Sex?
I don't know
having sex. Two trucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex.
He's literally singing it. Can I trust him with that?
Okay, however, Ben, I don't think you have a choice because there's this thing called he could just grab the aux cord and be like, no.
I can also grab the wheel. I'm legally a licensed person now. I can just say, then get out of the car.
Bluetooth then?
It's Bluetooth to my phone.
Then you're not safe. He could just Bluetooth to your car. I'm sorry.
That's true. I should do that.
I don't know if it lets you connect while you're driving, though.
It does depend on which device you have, because some of them allow two.
Mine's a 2019, so I don't know if it allows, actual connection while driving.
We'll see. We'll find out. It'll be funny.
We'll try.
What's up, Matt?
I was just going to say, in my car, if you plug in anywhere, it will automatically try to connect to my screen in the front. So.
Oh, okay.
I mean, honestly, let's be fair here. About music for a road trip, Ben, I actually do have a few good playlists that doesn't have two trucks.
Sweet home Alabama.
Okay. Like what? Okay, you know what? This is a good conversation topic. Freaking road trip music playlist. What's the go-to
I only have 2 Spotify playlists right now, and honestly, neither of them are driving appropriate.
mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's just I've been listening to this song called "Hall in 1945" and trying to find songs similar to it, just because I really enjoy the song and how it's, funky sounds.
Yeah.
And I found a few playlists that have pretty appropriate, like, it's similar. So I'm liking it. There's also a really good song that I've come across due to looking at YouTube animations for Hermitcraft, which, yes,
Okay.
for anyone who didn't know by now, I am the Minecrafter.
The Minecraft man. Behold.
I'm not the miner. Actually, no, I am still a miner, but
Technically, you are
Technically.
correct.
like,
he is the minor of this call, yes.
there's another really good song that I liked recently. That How Far We've Come by Matchbox 20.
How far I feel like I recognize that artist. What kind of music is it?
It's the song. This song in specific is kind of like, best way I can describe it is pop rock. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's correct.
Interesting.
Maybe alt rock. Not good at labeling music as a certain genre.
That's fine. Neither
Pop
am
rock
I,
kinda
honestly. I was
slaps,
just
though.
curious.
Pop rock kind of slaps.
Yeah, I know, Ben. I know how much you listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna put on one of my Hall in 1945 playlists instead,
There we go.
because I really do enjoy that song.
I am literally listening to the band I have a shirt on for right now, aka the one I played in
Nice.
last semester.
Dude, I love how the last two songs I liked were "How Far We've Come" and "Can Ghosts Be Gay."
I just want to see what kind of music your Spotify or like YouTube recommends to you, Tony. I bet it is wild.
It honestly is. It's actually really good. Like, I mean, it's a mix of songs that I genuinely like and songs that I love just because of how stupid they are.
Please tell me it's something similar to the whole like, please delete my browser history if I'm dead.
No,
Like that whole vibe.
no.
That's exactly what I expect after two trucks having sex.
No, it's more.
I-
It's more along the lines of like, if you find this, I am most likely dead. Do with it as you will.
Okay. Okay.
If you find, like, I welcome my music taste to anyone, but like there is literally like 2 or 3 songs in my liked playlist where it's just pure dark ambient music, and it's like 9 minutes of just like offsetting silence and a scream in the background. It's great.
I mean, you've literally said that you fall asleep to dark ambience, so
I've been
not
falling
surprised.
asleep to gentle piano music now, though, more recently.
Gentle. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a little
That
more
is-
normal. That's a little more.
That
less
is
cool.
a aesthetic shift if I have ever seen one.
Well, I
little less
kind of
cool.
alternate occasionally. It's kind of like I'll go, It depends
Okay,
on the
okay.
mood. It depends on if I want to have a fun dream or like I want to just kind of chill. You can determine which is which.
Is there noise canceling on?
Is the dark ambience the fun one?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm not surprised.
Well, dude, it's like, I mean, listening to music can influence your dreams. At least that's what it seems. I don't know if there's
Maybe,
any
yeah.
studies or some shit like that, but like, it's fun. I have
Why
been
not?
having a lot
It's
more.
recurring thing of like people hearing their alarms within their dream
Mm.
when they go
Yeah.
off, like that kind of thing.
See, I'm bummed. I can't like say anything in this conversation topic because I actually remember
Listen to fucking
like
rain.
none of my dreams. Like on God, going to sleep for me is just like I enter a void and then I just wake up. Like
Damn.
it sucks because I don't know if I'm just not dreaming or if I literally just instantly forget it upon waking up. But like 98% of the time, I would say, like literally almost all the time, it's just I go to sleep and it's morning.
Well, I mean, if you forgot what the dream was, then you would still know you dreamt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I seriously, upon waking up, have zero recollection if I have dreamed at all. Like it
I know for
literally
me,
just
like I know
feels
I
like this.
have dreams. I just don't remember what they are. Like 2 seconds after I wake up.
Yeah. See, I don't even
I know
have
most
that.
of them are like daydreamy kind of things of just like things I want. But
Matt, I see you nodding. You do the same thing.
Yeah. Like as soon as I'm asleep, nothing can deter me from waking. Like I will remember nothing.
Yeah. No, me and Matt apparently don't have fun enough brains. We just literally just like enter the abyss and then wake up.
It's not even that. Like before, like it's usually before I go to sleep. That's when things hit me. But once I'm asleep, nothing can affect me.
Yeah, it's just gone. Oh yeah, no, I'll do a ton of daydreaming. Like even when especially when I'm trying to go to sleep, like I'll just be sitting there like thinking like crazy, but then as soon as I'm asleep, it's just like dead to the world. I don't know, man. It's wild though.
It do be. Yeah, right before I go to sleep is where I have all my existential crisis. So
yeah, right. Apparently, all my daydreaming is the fun part. Anyways,
daydreaming's fun.
Oh, sorry, Tony. Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, dreams are just fun. Like, I can semi-remember some of them and semi-not.
For you.
Like, usually the ones I remember are the ones that I'll wake up screaming to. So it's like...
Says the guy who likes to listen to dark ambiance for fun.
You okay?
No.
Okay, Tony goes to sleep to, like, dark ambiance. I go to sleep to, like, wholesome pop music. So, like... very distinct difference in the dreams we probably have.
Ben just goes to sleep to voicemails Lauren leaves them.
He has done that. There's no way he hasn't not done that.
I have not done
You're right.
You have the bear with the message from Lauren in it, Ben.
I do, but that's broken.
Oh, it broke?
Well, the voice box.
I was going to make a stupid joke
for
there.
Viewers who might not know much about my relationship. I'm in an ongoing 2.5-year long-term, long-distance relationship. And very early on, like within the first 8 months, I want to say, we went to Build-A-Bear together. And we got matching Hufflepuff bears, because we're both Hufflepuff houses from the Harry Potter series. And
hot nerd.
In the voice box, you nerd. A recording of each other saying "I love you" to each other. Mm-hmm. Very cute stuff. Very normal, cutesy, funny relationship stuff. But like, I was actually so sad when that voice box broke. It broke during the school year, like this last semester, and I was like ready to cry while I was trying to go to sleep. Damn. I was like, damn, this sucks. I got used to hearing this most nights for like a year and a half, and then now it's just out. Like, damn.
You just got to get like a voice recording from Lauren and like save that on like a phone or something. Yeah, right. Just like, save that on your phone.
Screen recording of voice messages feels really creepy.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I don't
know. Maybe that's just me, but like,
no. But if it's voluntary, like you ask each other for it, so that like it's kind of like making the voice boxes. I feel like, I don't know. That's just
kinda. It's. I mean, idea wise, it is similar.
It is similar, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Ben, you just go up and be like, "Can you do this?" It kind of helps me. And then your partnership willingly do it and all that jazz.
I like it.
I like it.
I like your voice.
Give me your voice.
That's it. Give me your throat.
Okay, that was what I meant by it sounds a little creepy.
That's it. Give me your throat.
Just through the mic. Through the webcam.
But like, yeah, I mean, I've only woke up screaming twice. And that
what a transition.
What a transition.
I'm sorry. I want to finish my thought because I want to make sure you guys understand that it's like not that bad. It's just the latest.
I don't know. Something about waking up screaming is doesn't sit
right. Talking about waking up screaming.
Can't let this man talk.
Hero playing in the background. Just.
I mean, okay. It's like honestly a good song, by the way. I love the song. But also, it's just kind of like the last one was literally about Ben and Lauren, and it was kind of like me freaking out because apparently they broke up or something, and I was like shit, sitting there like, fuck, my entire friend group, shit. The people I like, they're going to fucking break. And then I woke up in a cold sweat and
not
cried.
What I was expecting. I was expecting some nightmare fuel stuff from
really
your dark
sweet,
ambiance.
Even if Lauren and I were to break up, I guarantee the entire friend group would not fracture over it, just unless it's like genuine asshole behavior, which is not exciting for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't see that out of you guys. So
me from about a year ago didn't know that, or didn't think about it while he was dreaming, or didn't know that.
Because like, obviously, if I've been with her for 2.5 years, I love this girl and she loves me. There's not really a way you could just like fake love for that long.
One of you could be a gold digger. I'm just saying. For a while.
For what money, Tony? We're in college.
It's a future plan. It's a future plan.
I work minimum wage. She's going to be a teacher.
I was talking about you, Ben.
She's going to be a teacher, and I don't even know what I'm going to to after college.
I was literally about to say, I'm here for that minimum wage money.
Just do what I do.
Benefits.
Let's
go.
Just do what I do.
Part-time? That's great. Actually, you're full-time technically. But
technically, if I work enough hours, I'm full-time.
What's wrong with that, Tony?
Multiple jobs sucks ass, man.
Interviewed about my
just because you can do it like honestly, Matt, props
Leadership.
to you for having like 3 jobs because there's no way in hell I can handle that.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
I mean, most of the work is not like every single day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not every single day, and also I'm cutting back next semester. So
Still though, just like managing it on top of like, excuse me, your Rocket League stuff. It's pretty impressive. I don't know.
Understandable.
Oh, and I also sent a message to my coordinator like about the team that I need to get these tournaments done, and it's gnarly.
Now, yeah, that's fair. I want to
yeah,
talk
you need
about
some
music.
damn help.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
shit.
I mean, go for it.
Well, no, I just mean like as Lucas stated, we should probably talk about music a bit. This was before we started the ball segment.
That wasn't even a segment. That was just you speaking.
3 seconds of Tony equals segment.
Cody yelling balls.
No, I wasn't yelling balls. I was just saying it. You have to say it with a full throat. You have to go balls.
Balls.
Okay.
Balls.
3, 2,
1. Balls.
It's so impactful.
Hey, someone's
it's a
balls dropped.
countdown timer.
No, it wasn't even that. I was trying to do the Smash announcer.
Why was I just imagining like New Year's Day of like the countdown?
Nice.
Now,
Oh my God. Anyways,
yeah, but like
yes, Tony.
music taste. We're gonna go down the line
Sure.
of like of order on my screen, so I don't care if it's a different order
Okay.
on someone else's screen. Just making that clear.
It goes off of Tony. All right.
No, it goes off of Lucas.
Am I first?
Yes.
Okay. So I am the worst person to start with because my music taste is
The Gurren Lagann.
all over the place. No, it is. There is nothing that lines up with each other because I'm looking at my Spotify playlists on my second monitor, which by the way I have like 12. So if that helps you figure out how much I have.
Ouchie.
There's like I've got like just off of the top ones, I've got like classic rock is kind of my top. That's my like most chill, like I don't really care. I'll kind of like it no matter what mood I'm in. I've got a lot of, not a lot, but I've got a little bit of pop depending on what it's like. I've got way too many game soundtracks, especially for like workout music, because I'm just saying, Metal Gear Rising and DMC 5's soundtracks.
You know what majority
Prime.
of my playlist is?
What's that?
Ruby.
Fair. Okay, that's fair. And then for like studying and stuff, I've got a little bit of lo-fi music, but I usually just put on like the really generic like YouTube radios for that kind of stuff that just cycles music because I'm lazy.
Bro.
And then we top that off with a little bit of weeb, a little bit of anime soundtracks, and that is how all over my freaking music taste is, man. But
Gotcha.
yeah, for the main stuff I listen to right now, though, is, again, for like game soundtracks, I have a lot of those. Again, mostly those are more like upbeat stuff. So I'll have a lot of, I already mentioned like Metal Gear Rising. I have a lot of DMC. The Doom soundtracks are bangers. And then I do have sprinkled in there a lot of Persona music too, because I'm a simp for that series.
Joker.
Yeah, I think that's the majority of what I'm listening to right now, at least. And then I alternate in some 80s and 90s there to get into some classic rock, and it's a good time.
Nice. Okay.
I think that's it for me. So questions?
Honestly, it's good.
You want to drill me about my
no
my
okay.
preferences?
Here's my only thing. No country,
Sure.
right?
No.
Okay. Good. Sorry to my mom, by the way, in advance. Country sucks.
Matt is offended. Look what you've done.
Be offended.
Be offended. It
No.
sucks. I know you don't have your headset on, but the country just sucks. It's white nationalists going, I got a big truck, I got a big nut. That's it. Like, it sucks.
Thank
The
you.
way you paused. The way you paused.
He thought about it for just a split second.
Half a
He was
brain
like,
cell and it
do
ran
I-
out of RAM.
"Do I say it?"
Tony just has one gigabyte of RAM stick in his head right now. That's
Not
all
even
he
one,
has.
man.
Dude, it's
0.5
no. It's
anything.
more like 1
No
megabyte,
wonder.
my guy. It's not.
Oh,
it's
no
not a lot.
wonder. You telling me your brain is running like Windows 95, my man?
Windows XP.
Are you kidding?
Now I need to wait. Okay, I need to fact check myself. What's the minimum requirements for Windows 95?
I probably can't even run that.
Shit, it's 4 megabytes of memory.
I can't even run it. Let's go.
4 times what Tony has. Let's go.
Hey,
Okay,
I get to make up for it though
up.
with Tony logic. All right, so shut.
That's fair. It does break things. It does break. Maybe he's running.
So what I just heard was Tony has 3 megabytes of Tony logic, and then just regular logic for 1 megabyte.
Okay, Tony, you can run Windows 3.1. That is your highest version you can run. That came out a year before I was born, in 2001.
Let's go.
Yes, I am showing
Why'd I
how
just do
freaking
that?
young I am. We are Zoomers. Hello.
But like, okay, I mean, okay, now hear me out. Hear me out, Matt.
Okay.
Country sucks. Nowadays, country. Like, my mom had some good country music. Not gonna lie. Like, some of the Candyland stuff and all that jazz was pretty good. But country just now sucks. Like, country just sucks. I'm so sorry.
Well, I respect your opinion, but your opinion is wrong.
That's like you.
I can't remark on this because I just don't listen to
That's
it.
like
so I don't
hearing.
know.
That's like hearing Oscar the Grouch like popping out of a trash can saying, "Damn, your apartment is garbage." No. Sorry, Matt. I'm ragging on you too hard. What's your music taste, Matt? Because you're next in order.
Right.
Well, Tony,
We'll go to you.
control my Spotify here.
Well.
It's gonna be the first song is gonna be like 5 o'clock somewhere, and
No,
I'm just gonna laugh my ass
All
off.
right.
Yeah.
Let the man talk. All right,
I
Matt.
will.
What's
Yeah,
what's
so
your
my
go-tos?
My music taste is very diverse, so I can do anything
Unlike
between.
him. What? Why did everyone go silent? No, we can't have silence.
It's making you feel awkward. That's all.
I don't want to feel
I think
awkward.
I went quiet.
I said okay. I made a small joke. That is why.
All right, so as I said, a very diverse music taste. I can do anything between country to pop to rock to Christian. Like I split
Okay.
across.
Do you
all
listen
those
to
three.
gospel music?
I do.
Okay. Hot take.
Fair.
Gospel
I
music
like
can
gospel
slap
music,
though.
don't get me wrong. As a Christian man, I like gospel music, but like, is it really its own genre of music?
Yes.
Depends
Yes.
who you're listening to. I feel like gospel music as a genre is a
it not
little
just
bit
atmospheric
weird
pop?
because I feel like there's a certain subset of it where you're like, yeah, no one other than like people in the church would have made that. But
Yeah.
there's some that's literally just like good like pop or rock music with like religious
I've heard
elements.
EDM Christian music.
Wait, what?
You ever heard of Brighter? I'm blanking on the artist, but
Okay.
I mean, I'm not
I just-
surprised that it exists, but I'm just kind of curious now.
Genuinely though, like I actually can rock with some gospel music. Some of it like it's pretty similar to like chanting and stuff, so it kind of like hits the niche of like, oh, this is kind of spooky sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's
Fair
pretty
enough.
good, and
no,
I'm not
so-
gonna rag on it.
it is Brighter by Hillsong. It literally sounds like fucking EDM.
Hey, well, link it to us or something. I'd be interested.
Yeah.
But Matt, for your like, you said you're pretty diverse with it. Is there any particular like artist or anything you go to, or like what's your like top two? I would say
My top two.
not even artists, but just like genres. Like, what do you go to?
My top two right now is pop and country. Like,
Okay.
say whatever you want about those two things, but I like them. Don't you?
Fair.
Yes.
I'm gonna make this clear. People enjoy what they enjoy. Okay, I'm just ragging on country a bit because it's funny to me.
Go ahead.
I honestly can't say anything about country because I just don't listen to it. Like, it's just
don't
not
like
that I
it.
don't like it. It's just personally.
I've grown to
thing.
like it. Like when I
Fair
was
enough.
younger, I didn't like it, but now that I'm a bit older, I like it.
See,
Okay.
I think
enough.
basically,
some moments of country are good, but a lot of like the really heavy Southern accent vocals all saying the same thing. I know it's clowned on a lot by like general mainstream music, but like it just doesn't feel creative at times.
I mean, yeah,
I guess.
it's for me. It's like kind of I did the opposite of Matt. My mom listened to only country music, and I grew to just absolutely despise it. Like,
Really? Okay.
I just don't like it. It's my personal taste. I understand that, and like Matt kind of went the opposite route. And I mean, the only song I gotta say that I found enjoyable was "Drunk on a Plane" because it was
Who's that
funny.
by?
I don't remember who it's by, but it was a funny song to me, and I always found myself singing to it whenever I was in the car and my mom put it on.
By Derek's Bentley. I don't know if I said his first name right. Derek's. I don't know. So
That's what I'm seeing right here.
I was actually that brought up a good point that I wanted to ask before we move on to whoever's next. Do you guys notice any like music that you heard as a kid, like maybe through your parents or something, that like influenced your taste either in a positive or negative way? Like,
My parents,
I mean, I know you, Tony, you just said with country, but I was curious about the other two.
my parents listen to a fuck ton of Michael Bublé.
Okay.
I don't know if like anybody else's parents do, or if like that's just like a generational thing, or if that's just my parents. But almost every single day when I come downstairs for dinner on the Bluetooth speaker in the living room is Michael Bublé.
And do you hate it now, or do you like it as well?
I mean, I got kind of annoyed with it one Christmas, I remember, because it was just like all Michael Bublé Christmas music. I'm like, Mom, is there anything else we listen to as this household? Like, it's not bad. It's just so repetitive.
If you had said that to me and I was like your parent, Ben, I would have immediately put on Mariah Carey's shit. I would have
It
immediately.
would have been a change of pace. I'm just
Nah.
saying.
I would put it on repeat in a speaker next to your room for the next 3 days just to see how far you'd go.
You're gonna be a terrible parent. Anyway,
I was about to say, you ever get those vibes of someone that's not going to be a good parent?
Okay, let's make this clear. Just because I say I'm going to do something, it's usually for a bit. I would actually have. I'm actually very opinionated on the subject of parenting, just because there's ways to do it right and there's ways to do it wrong. I mean, I worked out fine. I don't know. I don't know if that's like I don't know if you could say that worked good or not wrong, but like, it's just like you should be nice to the kid. You shouldn't be the dumbass and be mean to him.
Are we doing music or are we going?
Okay.
I think that's a general good take, but we don't have to.
I would have gotten into more detail, but also I want to talk about music more than I want to talk about how someone should raise their kids.
Let's finish up with the other people, and then we can, if we have time, we can come back to it. But I want to hit on everyone else. Did either of you guys have another point, Matt? Did you have anything from like when you were a kid?
No, not really. Or not that I can remember like any artists that my parents played particularly.
The only two I can really think of is there was a artist that my dad loved called Dave Matthews. You've probably heard of Dave Matthews Band, maybe.
Only know it from Double Down Georgia. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough. So
we're going to
I get a little bit nostalgic about his music, but then I also, bye Tony. I also got a lot of, and this is going to be really weird, Daft Punk when I was a kid.
Yo?
And the only reason I remember this is because it was probably about a year ago, actually maybe a little bit more, when they announced that they weren't going to be making any more music, like when they announced that they were going to be kind of like breaking up, I guess, quote unquote.
Damn.
I think
that actually hit me really hard because I was like, damn, I remember these guys. Like, I actually used to hear their music all the time. And it sent me into like a couple month-long phase where I was just listening to a bunch of their music and like live concerts and stuff. But anyways, I don't need to focus on that too long. Tony, welcome back from your garage. Who's next on your screen?
Ben.
Nice.
All right.
Well, following in the style that Matt listed his top two genres, I think my top two at the moment, which again spans a long list, but my top two at the moment are brass band and J-pop.
Okay.
Very different vibe.
I mean, I can see it though.
Yeah, one is very much influenced by my time at college playing in High Gateway Brass, If you haven't checked us out, please. We're still less than 1,000 plays on Spotify.
Plug.
There you go, plug it.
Well,
we'll plug it. Don't worry.
We have an album coming out, hopefully.
Hey, you don't have to feel bad. You're allowed to plug.
Yeah, Lucas plugs it in post as well, so you're fine.
We'll see when the album actually comes out. But recording's been done since March, so hopefully should be soon. We got a funky Knights of Sidonia brass band cover.
Oh, you were telling me about that. I want to hear that.
I can't wait till that actually goes live, so my high C fall can actually be heard on fucking recording. Anyways, I think that was definitely influenced a little bit by my parents' Michael Bublé stuff because I grew up with a good trumpet sound in the house. Because I don't know if you've heard much of Michael Bublé's jazz stuff, but he has a full professional jazz band backing him, and the trumpet player there is genuinely talented. So that was cool. And then obviously J-pop is mostly just anime intros or
fair enough.
Other Vocaloid stuff that I am definitely not grinding on Parjitiva.
See, I've dabbled in J-pop, but the Vocaloid stuff, I don't know, man. I can't do it.
There's only one song I like that has a Vocaloid, and it is sorry. There we go. Okay, we're good.
You good?
Yeah, I just wasn't speaking normal, if that makes sense. So
when do you ever?
All right, you can chat right up.
You want to finish that thought?
I really can't, Ben. I really can't finish what I was going to say. I'm not going to lie.
All right, so instead, I'm going to completely flip the topic to something that we definitely were not related to at all.
All right, so just skipping over me, I guess.
Yeah, keyboards. Because I need to build you a keyboard.
Motherfucker.
All right, Ben.
Clickety clackety.
So
that's all
I don't
you need to know.
You talked about it last time you were
I
here.
Did not get to
you
talk
are
about it that I was on.
And this is the weirdest thing because I never expected you'd get into it. You are the keyboard enthusiast of our group.
I am.
All right.
Why did you not expect me to get into it?
I don't know. It's just
Did you expect Jack to get into it?
No, I didn't expect the dude with the $3,000 pre-built PC to be the one that gets really into PC peripherals.
No. That's a 3K Osu machine.
You're right. I crashed twice on Final Fantasy VII earlier.
Nice.
And he spent $3,000 on it.
It's very good. It's very good.
Is the PC port actually good?
Yeah, it's actually I'm playing on a controller instead of mouse and keyboard just because it's more of a controller game.
That's fair. I mean, it was made originally on controller, so I can't fault you for that.
But it runs really well. I haven't had a single frame drop.
Okay.
Anything like that. It's not a shittily optimized port.
I'll have to take a look into it because I don't think I will buy it because I already own it on console, but
fair enough. I didn't have a PlayStation, so I couldn't own it on console.
One-sided conversation is about to happen.
I didn't either, except until about a year and a half ago. So
I almost bought a PS4 just to play Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then I didn't. And
I bought a PS4 just to play Persona 5. So
here, let me try and do mine.
Zencaster.
Apparently, our recording did not like.
This is why I'm building you a keyboard.
Our recording did not like the topic of Ben going to keyboards, but we're gonna do it anyways.
Let's go!
Ben, take it away. You are the keyboard enthusiast.
Righty. I have a funny little tester board on my keyboard here. But essentially, the biggest thing about keyboards, and some will argue the biggest thing about keyboards is the actual base of the keyboard. I say otherwise. It's the switch. The switch is the whole entire experience of it. Fucking.
Ben likes switches, by the way.
Yes.
Do you have a key switch tester?
I technically do. I use my arrow keys as a key switch tester.
Are they all different switches?
Yes, they are all 4 different switches right now.
That sounds vaguely cursed.
It kind of is.
I don't. Well, do you use your arrow keys for much?
Imagine typing on a keyboard and all the different keys are a different switch. Holy hell!
Well, the actual keyboard itself are all Acro Rose Reds right now. That's what I just put in today. But my key tester D-pad thing is 1 Glorious Panda lubed, 1 Gator on Black Ink lubed, and then 1 Gator on Blue stock, and 1 Acro Rose Red lubed.
Dude, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't understand anything about this. No. Okay, I do get it. I do get a general sense, but I've just never
because I need
made
to
my own
build
keyboard. So
Tony
I
a keyboard.
know. Yeah,
So
I
need
know
to,
like
like,
the
teach
basic
him.
switch types. Like I know there's reds,
Linear,
blues,
tactile,
silvers, all this
linear,
kind of
tactile,
jazz.
all the
But
fun stuff. But yeah, I have one of each category: linear, tactile, and clicky on here, and then I have 2 linears. I have a lighter linear and a heavy linear.
What do you prefer?
Right now I'm preferring the lighter linear. Is what I just put in. It's very clacky, almost a marble-y sound.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I would agree with you on linears. The clicky keyboards that are super loud, actually, I really don't like.
That's what I built Lauren.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I asked her, and I was like, well, out of all these, and I like sent her some sound tests and stuff like that. I was like, well, what do you think you prefer? Like, feel-wise, sound-wise? She was like, clicky! And I'm like, please tell me you're joking. Did I disconnect? Did I hear you right? She was like, clicky! I'm like...
Give me the loud ones.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So, I built her a keyboard full of Gator blues. But, oh boy. I mean, I just told her the other day, I'm like, I could upgrade that to make it, like, nicer clickies, and she's like, but I like it. Like, you made it for me. I'm like, that's cute and all, but it's not good.
That's cute. However, it's an objectively
It's
bad
a shit
keyboard.
board. It's a shit board. Like, I'm proud of how I built it, but, like, your board was the easiest thing I've ever built because it's clicky, so I didn't have to take things apart and, like, do anything with them. I just had to put them in the board, and that was it.
Lauren's gonna be crushed listening to this podcast.
No, I told her all this before.
Oh, really?
Like,
never mind. Okay, we're good then. We touched the
Yeah,
ball.
we good.
I'm gonna have to call our PR team about that.
Yeah.
Me.
You mean Matt?
Me.
Yeah. But I need
That
to
is
at
not
some
PR.
point have Tony over here and, like, talk full keyboard stuff.
Congratulations on your promotion, by the way,
That'd
Matt.
be
You are now PR. Congrats. Anyways.
What the hell am I?
Keyboards have been
P
my
negative?
Anyways, keyboards have been my, like, crafts obsession over the last, like, 8 months. I've built 4.
Okay, fair enough.
So, granted, I only own 1. I built 1 for me, 1 for Lauren, 1 for Tony. Well, not 1 for Tony yet. That'll be the 4th one. And 1 for Drew, who has also been on this podcast.
Gotcha. Yes, he has.
I built his funny little keyboard. So
Drew was okay. Quick thing: Drew was on this podcast, but he maybe spoke like 5 minutes out of the entire episode.
This fucker was pure entertainment value just by his face.
Oh,
and
true.
the fact that
he does have very good reaction faces.
He does have good. He has like mega thumbnail material. I'm so sad that. Okay, side tangent. I redid our thumbnails recently to actually pertain to what's in the episode.
If
that
you look at
episode we did with Drew is like the second to last episode with the old thumbnail. I almost want to go back just to make a new thumbnail just to get Drew reaction faces, and that's it.
Who's stopping you from doing it anyways and making them emotes in our Discord server? I'm just saying.
Also, I want to point this out. The only point he actually consistently talked was when he was complaining that he couldn't play a Hispanic person in Lawnmower Simulator.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the only point that he consistently had like a 10-minute tangent.
We had a segment about talking about Lawnmower Simulator. I forgot about that. That got like deleted out of my brain somehow. But that was wild.
That's crazy.
Have you guys ever played any of those types of games, like the freaking power washing simulator type shit?
No.
I know. Also's played like House Flipper a bunch.
Okay.
Ow.
I have played a little bit of House Flipper just because it is fun for a little bit, but it gets kind of all those games get kind of repetitive. So I don't know. I was just curious.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. Go ahead, Tony.
Anyways, actual talk, not baby talk.
Take 2.
Goo goo gaga, motherfucker. Basically, we kind of got off the keyboard subject a little bit, and I want to go back on it because what's okay?
Are you gonna ask me what's nice about a mechanical keyboard?
No, I don't know shit about keyboards. Explain it to me.
So you're asking that one. All right.
Okay, so keyboards, they have letters on them. It's crazy.
Lucas, I can walk into your backyard at this moment. I will kidnap your dog. I will take your dog.
This is my wrist rest, by the way.
Nice. I thought you picked up the whole ass keyboard.
No, I literally, because my wrist rest is magnetic, so I literally just disconnected it, and I was like, all right, on guard.
Nice. But yeah, so mechanical keyboards. What you probably have right now is a membrane keyboard, which is technically a mechanical keyboard. It's just the mushiest piece of shit you'll ever type on. I hate it. I cannot stand membrane keyboards personally. I think they're the spawn of the devil. They just hurt my soul in every way, shape, and form. Chris is like, no, my keyboard's fine. And I finally convinced Joe to get a mechanical keyboard. Not a custom one, just a Razer one. And he likes it. He's like, yeah, this is definitely objectively better. I just don't really care for like all the enthusiast stuff. I'm like, all right, fair. That's fine. As long as you're not using a membrane, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. But, so there's three big things about switches for mechanical keyboards, which is the main feel of a board. There's tactile switches, linear switches, and clicky switches. Linear, as the name says, is straight up and down. When you push it, it goes in a linear motion, straight up and down. Nothing else to it. Those are mostly used for gaming keyboards and other similar things. A lot smoother, softer typing experiences, stuff like that. Tactile is the same thing, but with a little bump in the middle. And that bump is when the switch actually registers for activation purposes. So when you're typing, you feel that bump, and that's right when your switch presses. Some people really like that. Some people don't. It's really just a feel thing. Clicky is a tactile switch with a film over the bump. So it makes a really loud, annoying click whenever you press it.
Lord.
Like,
and Lauren builds those.
If you've ever heard, like, the stereotypical, like, I
hate
hate to throw
movies,
it under the bus, but
yeah.
like the stereotypical gamer keyboard, it's probably a clicky switch because they're just like they're so obnoxious because you'll start typing on it, it's just
Razer was really popular for those back in the day. I say back in the day, but it was like
2 years ago.
We were
they still make them.
They still do, yeah. I mean, optical linears are linears.
Razer green switches piss me off. Anyways.
They do, anyways. Razer Greens are Razer's own clicky switch, and they're kind of shit, not gonna lie.
They're so loud.
So loud. So bad.
Hey,
we have a demo unit in my store.
But the purpose of a mechanical keyboard is to have something nice to type on that you enjoy. Because a lot of people spend a lot of time at their computers, and when you don't like your keyboard, it's not as enjoyable. It's just as simple as that. Thank you, Matt, for holding up your controller. I know you just refuse to use a keyboard and mouse for like 80% of your games. It's fine.
That was Ben's subtle way of saying I view you as uncultured. That was like Ben going,
that was the
I
subtle
sneer in your
call-out.
general direction.
See,
I still put up results. Don't at me.
Which is so funny, Ben, because if we time traveled back like a year or two ago, you died on the hill of controller is better. So
No, I didn't die on the hill. I said
You got shot a damn lot. Not gonna lie.
I did get shot a lot on that hill, but I didn't die on it. I did say mouse and keyboard is objectively better.
You just got shot enough to finally go, okay, I get it, fine.
Yeah, I got shot enough to the point where I was like, wait, switches.
And then you just deep dived.
Yeah, then I deep dived, yeah. Because there's a lot more to a board than just switches, because keycaps make a difference, the board itself makes a difference. You can place an absurd amount of random shit in your keyboard to make it sound different. There's even YouTubers who put like Play-Doh in their keyboards, and it makes a difference. It's crazy. Yeah,
That's
a lot of
disgusting.
It is just filling the hollow parts.
Can you imagine like smelling Play-Doh at your desk?
You should just use kinetic sand.
One YouTuber did. One YouTuber did.
That's a good idea.
One YouTuber did. If you want to look up Hipio Tech, he did put kinetic sand in a keyboard. It had a transparent glass backing too, so you could see the sand.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, what if you use slime? What would that do?
And we're done with that conversation.
There's so many other materials we could use.
I'm good. I'm not a
possible.
keyboard YouTuber. I'm just a keyboard enthusiast. So I don't need your dumb ideas. You can DM those to Hippotech.
I'm a DM one to you.
Stop. Anyways.
It's 3 letters.
Oh no. Anyways, I'm gonna need to eventually bully you into figuring out what kind of switch you like best and what kind of size you like best. Why would you put things between the letters, Tony?
Because it's funny.
Anyways, yeah. So I'm at some point going to need to have you over for switches and sizes. Just general.
Trying to size me up, eh?
Sure. Some general keyboard stuff. Like I have a 65% keyboard, which means I only go over to the function row here.
Yeah.
And my arrow keys, and that's it. I have the whole alphas, a volume knob because I wanted one.
Okay, here's the thing. I would want a numpad just because at some point I'd want to try GTA 5, and I know for a fact it uses the numpad for flying controls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very odd reason to want a numpad.
It's oddly specific, but okay.
But yeah, I mean, we could totally do a numpad. Personally, I prefer having a lot of mouse space over a numpad.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just most of the games I play. I play a lot of like Overwatch, and I play a lot of Tracer. I play a lot of.
I play Minecraft.
Yeah, you don't need the mouse space as much.
I
Especially if you're playing on higher sensitivity, you won't.
Yeah, I also like most mouse space I'll need. The way I have my computer, actually, hold up here. Let's just. Oh wait, shit! That's my phone. Hold up, one moment.
We get funny 4 frames per second while you move things. That's cool.
Right.
Oh,
that was so blurry.
Sorry, Lucas.
No, it's okay. It self-censored you. It was literally 4
You
pixels.
didn't have to do anything.
Okay, here. Tell me when that clears up.
That's clear. Yeah,
You're good.
Okay, see?
You should open
you
that
usually
wall.
play staggered like that, like with your keyboard ahead of your mouse.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very popular way of playing with a bigger keyboard is to tilt your keyboard. Either tilt it so that the WASD is actually I can change my camera. Either tilt it so the WASD is in and you tilt it back like this.
Ben doesn't know the funny on how I change my camera.
The Ben
Or
Pinto hand cam.
you're holding it like kind of like this, where you tilt your wrist out.
Yeah.
Which could be worse for your hand, but I just since I have a smaller keyboard, I'm able to just do that. So
Gamer POV.
Yeah, right.
Gamer
See, I play perfectly symmetrical. I've just got like flat, straight keyboard and mouse. So
same. But I have the space for that to play uninterrupted. I used my webcam as a hand cam earlier because I was playing a Dance of Fire and Ice with Lauren and Paul because she said that she would get me to 2,000 selfies on my phone if I could pass Rush E on the Dance of Fire and Ice. I did not pass Rush E.
Okay, public service announcement. We are stopping all cases of simping here on out just because fuck
you then, all right.
No, you can't. You have a girlfriend.
You're right. I apologize for any lack of judgment I may have received. Anyways, is it really a crime to be homosexual with the boys?
God.
Yes.
Yes?
No, hold up. Let's clarify this. Without the homosexual returned. Yes.
Without socks on, yes.
I was about to. Damn,
What do you mean? You can take your socks off. It's fine.
Hey, yo. That ain't funny.
I could just imagine as Tony says that it's just the Vine boom sound effect. Just like, hey yo.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I made a joke about that at work the other day, and everybody just died because they did not.
That quote out of context, that was great.
Yep.
Ah, shit.
I think I put it in not a quote. I said, let's see.
Oh yeah, you did. That's what
quote?
Oh my god.
Now they just got to be homosexual and hold hands. So I'm gonna explain this quote now.
Okay.
There goes the out of context part.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I work
behind the meme.
an escape room as a game guide. So I'm the person who gives you the hints, who watches the camera, everything like that. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he definitely gives you hints.
I do. I actually do. I actually give more hints than most of my coworkers do. But Moose is very funny. Moose is my.
Moose just sounds like I meet him and I'll just go, "Oh shit, it's a high school jock. I need to run." That's what it sounds like.
No, it's complete opposite.
He's actually like all of us. He's a gamer.
He is.
He's a gamer.
He's like
he's the gamer
TFT player.
He's that type of gamer.
Yeah,
hardcore.
But hey, it works. So this quote though. I was shadowing one of our games, and in this particular game, there was a puzzle where you have to like make it's very like schoolyard themed escape room, and there's a puzzle where you have to hold on to like a static electricity bar and make like the friendship chain where you all like hold hands or touch each other's shoulders to chain the electric current between all of you and get to a certain point.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
This was like the second to last thing in the room, and the whole like 8-person group of like high school boys was like trying to figure out how to use this cord to do it. And they didn't like register that they had to like, they didn't have enough physical space to get the cord to where they need to go. So they had to do the whole hand things. And so I'm looking at this, and for context, I usually am fairly professional with how I'm running things, even if the guests can't hear me, versus some people will be like, God, I hate my job. Speaking, hey team, can you hear me? Like some people will just generally like that because it's funny, but like,
welcome to it.
I tend to be fairly professional. Sometimes I'll maul and be like, please just look at the hint screen.
For the love of God.
Speaking, hey team, would you like a little bit of clarification with that puzzle? Stuff like that. But usually I'm just like either mauling a little bit or really professional. This time I look over to the person who's actually running the room because I'm training on the room, and I go, they just got to be homosexual and hold hands. And the whole control room just looked at me simultaneously and started crying, laughing. They did not expect it. They just did not expect it. It was just shock value.
You just pulled out a gem, that's all.
Because like 80% of my workplace is LGBTQ plus females. So they did not expect the straight white guy to be the one to go, they just need to be homosexual and hold hands to make the gay joke.
I'm curious, by the way, Ben, do you know who was running our game when we did
Special Ops?
Yes.
I think it was either Sienna or Ponce.
The reason I'm asking is because I was curious if they told you anything after the fact.
I didn't hear anything after the fact.
Damn, I was wondering if they were ever just like mauling at us being stupid or something at one point. Because I was really curious to see the
I did tell Joe
your POV.
And I haven't told you guys this, but that room in particular is really, really funny from a control room perspective, because basically anything you say above a whisper in the bunker can fully be heard by anybody in the control room.
Oh, really?
So every time that we and for those who might want to attempt the escape rooms at the escape game, namely Special Ops Mysterious Market, please skip ahead about 30 seconds because I'm going to spoil most of the room for you. Every time we said, we're going to blow up Chicago, the whole control room could hear you.
Beautiful.
Every time.
I love
the
how
whole control room could hear you.
I love how, I don't know if it was
thanks for that, Ben.
You already knew that though, right, Ben, when we went?
I knew it. Right? So I was just sitting back going like, everyone's going to laugh their ass off because my whole group is just going, we're going to blow up Chicago, let's go!
No, I'm saying, did you already knew about what the target is in that room, right? Like, you kind of knew what the solution was? Okay.
Well, I didn't exactly know because I was trying to stay spoiler-free for the room. All I knew was that I knew that game guides always talked about, like, prioritizing Chicago.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, there's something going on with Chicago. I know there's some kind of missile being activated. That's about it.
Okay.
And I walked into the room, and it was like the way I got Lucas and most of the others to play with us that day was by telling them, I think we're going to blow up Chicago.
Then as we were doing it, I was like, I have a hunch here. Hey, Ben, you remember Chicago?
Yeah. Yes. I only realized that afterwards. I was like, why was there such a focus on Chicago? And then it turned out to actually be right. Oh yeah, Ben was here. Of course he knows.
I mean, I'm definitely staying a little more spoiler free for Prison Break.
No, it's all good. It's just it only dawned on me later. I was like, we joked about Chicago, and then it actually turned out to be right.
Bang!
How did that happen? And I was like, oh yeah, of course.
I work here, yeah. But in terms of training games I have left, I do have Gold Rush left on the docket. Which is the last one other than... Thank you, Tony. Very cool.
The Slug returns.
Which is the last one other than Prison Break, but I'm saving Prison Break till Lauren's in town. So I want to keep that fully spoiler-free so I can play it for the first time with her and that whole group.
I'd be down to do another one of those.
But yeah, I'm at the point where it's not going to be free for you guys. It is going to be $20 each. But
still, half off is not bad.
Not $43. So, there you go.
Yeah, I agreed.
Yeah.
So.
Are we doing it the day after Universal? Like, is that still the plan?
That is still the plan for like grinding out a bunch of them. Yes.
All right.
Shit, I'd be
Which I
disappearing.
believe on the docket for that is well, I'll get you into Gold Rush then, Tony. You'd enjoy Gold Rush. But I believe on the docket for that 21st room, like marathon, is heist, special ops, prison.
The way that you talked about it is that we're gonna do it in canonical order.
Yeah.
Which
There's
lore.
Yes, there's lore. And I didn't know this until after we played Spec Ops, which I don't know if you remember, like my flabbergasted reaction right after Spec Ops, but I saw the outro video to Spec Ops where they mentioned Iron Gate Prison, and I was like, "That's Prison
Break.
That's Prison Break. That's the prison you go to in Prison Break."
That's like, funny.
Oh. So I went into the control room and I was just like, "Hey, Moose! Nobody told me there was lore to our rooms." But there is lore. There is indeed lore.
Dude, every time you say moose, I'm just imagining a moose in fucking business casual wear. Like,
he's so much more than that.
He's so much more than that. He's so much more than that.
He's
a TFT player. He's so much more than that.
He's a TFT.
Okay. Does he play heavy?
TFT, not Team
Does he
play Tactics?
Oh,
Tactics.
I thought you meant Team Fortress. That's why I was concerned.
I met him once. He is one of the funniest people I know.
He's very funny. He's very entertaining.
Yeah.
I gotta meet this man still. Yeah. If I come down for one of those rooms again, I
want to see if Moose can run Gold Rush for me. That would be a lot.
When are you gonna do it? If you are gonna do it soon. We'll talk about it after the podcast.
I don't know. We can talk about that after the podcast because right now I'm training on 2 different games, so I want to get those out of the way before I start training on a 5th.
Fair enough.
But it'll be a little bit for those to be training, so at least a week.
They're super fun though. I would love to do another one. I don't know. You probably have a full group for that day after Universal already, but one of these days.
We don't. So
isn't it just
the 21st? Then right now it's me, Matt, Elsa, Lauren, because Tony's probably going to be out of town, and then the others I'm not sure who can exactly make it that day. So right now it's just the 4 of us.
All right, well, let me know because I might jump in for like one of them. I probably wouldn't marathon them, but I would probably come down.
No lore for you, Lucas.
Damn.
Listen, they can catch me up on the lore. I gotta build it up over time.
We can get Lucas in for Prison Break. We can get Lucas.
Then after you're done with all of them, I expect an essay on the escape game lore.
Guaranteed.
2-page, single spaced MLA
format. Single spaced.
No, I'm expecting a page per room.
I can do that.
Really? No.
Please do it.
Disgusting.
I could.
That would actually be kind of funny.
If you want
to do it on the fucking like FNAF lore instead, Ben. Suffer.
No, I don't know anything about FNAF lore.
That's exactly my point. Suffer.
And I want you to make a freaking escape game Iceberg.
I probably could make a YouTube video about the escape game Iceberg. That'd be really funny.
That would be.
Talk about Martinelli the elephant.
All right, now I need to know. Now I need that essay. I gotta know.
You gotta play Heist before you know. You gotta play Heist before.
Damn it. Fine.
You said Martinelli, and I immediately thought of a clown.
Heist sounds fun though, so I do want to.
Heist is one of the rooms that we're gonna probably do on the 21st. Because Lauren, it's like one of Lauren's like, this sounds like an awesome room, kind of things. Because she really likes the idea of like a.
And also, quick question, Ben.
Cool office thing. What's up?
Are we also committing to a bit hard in dressing up?
Are we committing to the bit and like dressing up for it?
I know what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna dress up specifically for one of the rooms. I won't tell you which one, or I'll dress out for the jail one. But I'm probably not gonna dress out for anything else.
Okay,
I can do zip ties on your wrist if you want.
Well, we did have no, that would make it way too hard. We did have the idea of all dressing up in a suit to go to Heist and then Spec Ops because we're CIA agents. And like, for example, I could give everyone a briefing on the heist beforehand because I know how to run it. So I know every little thing, like every little locker combination, like the optimal.
Sorry, just go in there speed run.
We could optimal speed run around it.
Dude, we could speed run Spec Ops now that we know how to do it.
We need to get Joe back there then.
So you mean speed running, blowing up Chicago?
That is true.
True.
Speed run the destruction of Chicago. Let's go.
We get to like fully fueling the rocket, and then we just stop. Let the timer run out. There's a lost video for Spec Ops.
What happens? Does Chicago just get blown up if you lose?
You want to
I
find
haven't
out?
seen the last video.
You want to find out?
Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh, okay.
I haven't. No.
Okay, well, we will find out. All right.
But yeah,
well,
we'll get that.
We can. Any other fun stuff you want to talk about, Ben?
Rain.
I got a funny review the other day that thought I was Aussie.
Aussie.
I saw that. Yeah.
Aussie.
You
Come on, mate. Come down here to our barbecue.
I'm also pretty sure they called me
So
Dad.
stereotypical.
You called you a what?
Okay.
Called me Dad.
Oh,
Which
not Daddy.
I thought I heard it, and I took one ear off my headphone and turned around to the rest of the control room, and I was like, "Hey guys, I think somebody just called me Dad." And one of the other game guys turned around and he was like, "If you heard it, you probably heard it."
They really just hit you with a yeah.
Yeah.
Straight face.
Back around. I
Most
was
likely.
okay.
If you get called daddy from someone in the escape room, does
God.
it just like, do you just kind of sit there and go suffer? Like,
Well, you can like ask somebody else to outro your team if you don't feel comfortable.
uh-huh.
You could still opt to run the game and then just have someone else outro the team. If you don't want to run the game at all anymore, like if somebody, for example, says a slur that you're not comfortable with at all, then you can opt to not run the game and pass it off to somebody else. Assuming there is somebody else there to run it. But yeah, I haven't had a situation where somebody else is going to be like, "Oh no, sorry, you have to be the one to run this game." Usually it's like you look to the person to your left and you're like, "Hey, they said a really funny word that I don't like. Can I swap games with you for like this cycle?" And usually they're like, "Yeah, that's chill."
That's cool.
Nice. That's a good work environment.
It is a very good work environment.
Good to hear.
Dude, to be honest, if someone called me like dad or daddy over it, I'd just be like, all right, sport, let's get this going.
I'm noting that. Next time, if I ever get called daddy again at all over the speaker, I'm just going to go, "Hey, sports, how's the team going?"
Nah.
Just in the middle of like the freaking prison break one.
That'd be so funny in Playground, because canonically they're all fourth graders.
I know, that's what I was thinking too.
Canonically, every player in that game is a fourth grader trying to get their report card finished so they can play.
Grade was amazing. Let's do that.
Jesus.
Fourth grade was when I met you guys, you guys.
Hey.
Yeah, we met in Lucas multiples.
Hey.
Come on, Yellow Gremlins, let's get this shit done.
All right, dude. Imagine your team loses. You're just like freaking gremlins.
If
All right,
Zach
get out
somehow
there.
showed up over the summer, I would just speak her and go, "All right, big heads." But that's a completely separate joke that only Lucas gets.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
It was worth it. Yep.
All right. Well, yeah. It sounds super fun though. So I will definitely be down to do another one of those.
And I have a lot of funny little stories.
Honestly, if you just get a bunch of people who are really short, you can just patch and go, all right, gnomes, get to work.
The gnomes.
Gnomes. In my intro for the depths, I am obligated to say that you're not allowed to climb or touch the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why?
one way to say that is even the shortest crewmate in the group will be able to reach everything that's important. But that uses the word crewmate.
Sus.
And that's like the whole meme with the depths is there's two things that we have to look out for in the depths as game guides that are just like cringe alert. One is people's reaction when we say crewmate because they pilot a submarine. So what we call them is crewmate, not sailors, not soldiers, not researchers. Well, you could do researchers technically, but most of the time we just call them crewmate. And if they have PTSD flashbacks to the Among Us era, then I probably will go with researchers. Unless they're really vibing with crewmate and they just really like doing Among Us. In which case, maybe I'll stick with crewmate.
I mean, literally down the walk from your work is that stand that sells Among Us plushies. So
honestly,
the second thing is there's a lock that there's a slight spoiler, uses the word squid. Matt will remember this. Another thing that people do is when they see that lock and they get the code, they're like, "Oh, Squid Games!"
funny.
damn.
It's not funny. When that game opened in 2020, like late 2020, you know what was hyper popular?
Squid Game.
Squid Game.
And Among Us, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Around the same time.
So I guess you could say they were.
How are you gonna end this episode, Tony?
Come on.
Sussy squitters.
And with that, and Ben is gone, everybody. Well, that's definitely a way to end an episode.
That glorious exit.
I was gonna thank him for being on the show, but guess that's not happening.
Did he go back to Discord?
For everyone who got to the end of the episode, thanks for listening. Oh, he's back. All right, Ben. Wanted to thank you for being on real quick. Thanks for the bit. And I think that is all good. So, as usual, we'll run down the usual. If you are listening to us on Spotify, we are also on YouTube and vice versa. Subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, all that jazz. If you like blowing up Chicago, check out Escape Game at
the Escape Game limo.
And then Ben, you want to plug your band again real quick?
Gateway Brass. Wearing the shirt for it right now. Living out of pocket. Hopefully we'll have an album out for it soon. Hopefully we'll see when that actually releases, but it should be sometime within the next couple months at the longest, because we've already been waiting a couple months anyways. So the mixing will be done. So we'll see, but it'll be all over all my stuff when it's actually published, because I'm super proud of it. So
cool. Well, very cool. Yeah, and then we've definitely made up for you, Ben, because I think we have gone from the shortest episode to one of the longest now.
I'm pretty sure it's our longest, because then we end up at like 35 minutes in the first
you
part.
Have regained your crown. Here you go, King. Anyways,
let's go.
Thank you all for watching. Ben, thanks for staying with us.
I got a crown and I blew up Chicago. All right.
And that's a good episode. All right, boys.
It's his crowning achievement.
Oh, God. All right, goodbye.
Stop.